You're such an asshole.
I gotta imagine that, I'd have to look at the income statements and the financial statements, but all these perpetual and continual improvements, at the end of the day, what are you really getting? Like an extra 1 or 2% profit margin, which is significant in Wall Street size. But in this blind number must always go up. Corporations, employers are limiting, compromising, destroying their ability to provide a quality service, which, as I've said before, will end up hitting you on the top. There's the bottom line, and then there's the top line. The top line is your sales. That's people willingly giving you money to buy your product or service. If everything below the bottom line is a pain in the ass for them, or you decide to, we saved the half a percent, and bottom number go up 0.5%, it will go up 0.5% for that quarter or two. But then the top line drops by 5. I mean, classic example is what were the pussies named at that company that lent the ESG? Oh, BlackRock. Yeah, the pussies over at BlackRock. I think I even looked into it, and I ran the numbers on Disney. I think you get like 0.5 point, could even be a full percentage point off a long-term interest rate if you go and create products and say, by shucks, gowdy, by God, by gum shucks howdy, we hate white men. We hate America. Like they would give you, let's say, 1 full percent off your debt they used to finance that or refinancing of the debt. And so fine, your cost went down by 1 whole percent, but your sales dropped by like 10, 15, 20%, 50%, depending on the product you made. And so your net loss was minus 14%. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. They are robots. These corpos are robots. And I got a guy who wanted to complain about USAA, which is a veteran financial service company. And I understand why they want to get rid of their customer service line, like costs money. I get it. But I'm also very sympathetic with this guy. Like, can I just cut you a check, or can I just make the phone payment on automatic phone? And they replaced it. Why? And here's what it is. They're always improving things. When they say we're improving, let me tell you another story. I have a fan in my bedroom, a ceiling fan. I got it because it went with the rest of the motif of the house. It's a very precise looking fan. Black blades, but it's got like a glass crystal type of circle around it. So when you light it up, it's glammy. Dirty little Cappy likes a little bit of glam. It's fine. I like the shiny, sparkly lights. Fuck off. I like it. I thought it'd be just this simple task. Hook the switch up, wire it to the switch, come out, drill the hole, drop it down, hook it up, cinch it in, bolt it in. Oh, no. No, Aaron. No, it's not a light switch. The light switch gives it power. And then, I'm surprised they didn't have me download an app. Honest to God, that's the next step. Then you get a remote control. See, because for American housewives, apparently getting off your fat ass and walking over and just turning the light on, or just me, like you're walking through the door, it's right there, right? That's too much. Dude, they added all these remote controls to lights, to fucking lights. And I found out with my garage door, it triggers the light. So we improved it. No, you made it more complicated, more costly, and you made it so things are going to break down. You made more things to break down. And you never improve it. You never do. You guys never do. If we could roll back technology, say 20, 25 years, that'd be great. You didn't improve it. But I can understand when them want to get like, hey, you got to go online, make your payments. I get it. So starting next month, I will forego the benefits of being a veteran and cancel my auto coverage with USAA. I'll pay extra if I have to from the local Jim Bob's insurance company to keep my vehicle legal. Here's the other thing. Jim Bob, you can drive up and talk to Jim Bob, and Jim Bob will probably get the shit done. That's how I do my insurance. Not American Family Insurance, by the way. You go in, there it is. Handshake, done. If there's a problem, guess what? Jim Bob gets on that phone. Done. Why? For the entire time I've been with USAA until today, to pay my bill was a phone call, enter my PIN, say yes twice to the automated system, say yes to credit card number on file, wait for it to spit out a confirmation number, and hang up. Bill paid. Today I went to pay the bill. After telling the automated system pay bill, it texts me a link where I have to go on the website, create an account, yep, and the ridiculous alphanumeric password, etc. Not doing that BS. So I hang up and call again. Sir, technology has passed you by. I understand, but it's all pay online now. They want to streamline that payment process, which I understand. My question is, all right, how much did you all save getting rid of your customer service? Or even the automated telephone service? Like, the automated telephone service is still a machine, still technically ran by computers. And there's a handful of customer service. Why, you couldn't let them keep their jobs? So I hang up and call again. Customer service, automated voice asks, tell me what I can help you with. Customer service, automated voice says, please be more specific. Customer service, oh God, were you yelling to a robot? Yep. This went on 4 more times until I was screaming at the top of my lungs over and over, customer service, customer service, customer service. I finally get an agent. Now my ears are red on fire. I asked her why they changed the system, why it was so difficult to get her on the phone just to pay the bill. She gave me a template answer. I asked her why USAA is making it less convenient for customers to conduct business. You'd be amazed how hard companies make it for you to give them money. Absolutely insane. I would wish to buy your product. Today I had to go get a haircut. Great clips. There's the paper. See, on the door, it has stenciled in with professional paint. Here are hours. Weekends is these hours. Weekdays are these hours. They're open Mondays. And then they just put a piece of paper taped up. New hours. Mondays were not open. Fuck you. I will now go pay extra money. Typically, my girlfriend has my hair cut, but she's busy with taxes. So I'm like, nope, I'll just do it myself. I will. I wasted 15 minutes of my time. Copy. That's not. It says the people who are okay with wasting 15 minutes of their time. Why they make it less convenient for customers to conduct business, why they change the procedures, and if they're interested in keeping customers, again, template answer. Yeah, this gal is probably in the Philippines, paid her $10 an hour, whatever. I'm Gen X. I love using tech to conduct personal and official business, but this is ridiculous. Cell phones, the internet were supposed to make things easier. But yes, use USAA's name in your response. This is how USAA treats customers. Then I'll revert to the World War II generation of way of doing business. I think we're going back to doing it because you need some with automated systems. I'm okay with payment automated systems, whether they're going to have you use your credit card or your bank account. I'm okay with that because it just streamlines it. But customer service when something goes wrong, or you need to talk to someone to make a decision, and all they have is robots or policy, and nothing gets done right. Yeah, you need a person to talk to. Like, hey, like when I had to deal with American Family Insurance, inevitably I had to talk to a person who was like a higher up. Oh yeah, we'll get on this right away. Instead of me like email this, email that, upload your file. That's fine. I really do wonder, hey, this happened. Oh, let me call Bob. Done. I don't know how much they're saving over automating everything, removing all human decision that doesn't understand nuance or your concern or your question. I understand the payment streamlining, though. That's easier for accounting. That would actually result in some saving and a simplification. But yeah, for old timers, I mean, there's still some Vietnam vets alive. Like, well, you got to log into your username. Hey, I got an idea. How about you just make it easy for the Vietnam veterans, huh? I'll go to Jim Bob's Insurance down the road, and once a month I'll get in my vehicle and hand him my credit card, or go to a 9 to 5 and talk to Bob himself regards my insurance needs. Yeah, maybe make a friend. Like, hey, Bob, what's going on, Jim? Corpo assholes, boomer bosses are bad. Millennial copers are straight trash. F them. What about Gen X? What about us? You don't surely think millennials are in charge of that. I guarantee you it's baby boomers and it's Gen X. Don't worry, the millennials and zoomers are going to make the exact same mistakes. We're not improving as a country. We're trying to get rid of all of our jobs to AI or India and China. They're going to wonder, why is everyone no poor? I'm not, again, not a socialist, but damn, man, if I was president, king of America, I'd be looking at these corporals like, you have a 0% tax rate, but you're going to keep jobs here. You're going to fuck around with jobs and make kids get ridiculous college education requirements. We're going to jack up the taxes on it. Oh, by the way, for this next year, you're all paying an 80% tax rate, and you're paying off the student loans of all those kids. You said that they had to have bachelor's required, master's preferred. And then corporate taxes rates will go to 0 until you start fucking with people again. I don't know who they're going to, I mean, really, now there's always something to do, but I'm wondering, again, short-sightedness. If no one has jobs in the United States, because all you corporations got to outsource, who are you going to sell to? Right? Well, I'd like to buy your product, Corporation X, but you outsourced my job to India and now I can't afford it. Are you going to sell to Indians? Because you don't pay them enough to buy corporate, your product. I mean, and that's coming. I know it's a theoretical possibility, but now that I think about it, it's actually becoming true because, right, aren't you millennials and Zoomers? Like, you could barely afford anything because there ain't no jobs to go around. Living wage jobs anyway. Thomas Rao, $5. Were you going to sports clips for the discounted children's haircut? No, I'm a bike. I'm a cyclist. Gives me the finger. Thank you, Thomas Rao. No, I wasn't going to sports clips. I was going to Great Clips. I don't think they got a sports clips in South Dakota or Rapid City. And then I drove to the Man's Salon. Thinking I could walk in. I know. You have an appointment? I said, oh, fuck. I'm like, no. Do you have a, well, I'm booked for the rest of the day. You could sit and wait. I'm like, no, that's all right. I'll just be shaggy. I'm fine. Brandon Reed, $2. You think accounting is safe from AI in the long term? Yes and no. One, from the tax accounting side, it depends on how complex we have a U.S. tax system. If Trump or whatever future president in Congress decides, hey, maybe we should simplify this tax code a bit, and they make it simple enough, AI could replace it. The government may just say, the government may automate it all together, saying, all right, we already got your employer's information. They give us your salary information. You maybe you go online, enter in a couple things like how many kids you got. Bam, here's your taxes. They could have it if they had a simplified tax system. So that would be a big threat to tax accountants. Bookkeeping, yes, a lot of that could be automated, except the entering and how do you want to treat things, cash or what the hell's the other one? Cash or accrual, kind of a depreciation methods and all that. I'd be more worried about public accounting being outsourced to India and the Philippines and Pakistan and wherever else they might speak English through traditional W-2 employers. But self-employment, obviously, me and Chad take a pro self-employment position on that. And for now, Chad's not worried, and he's a CPA. He's closer to it than I am. I just, and in general, I'm not that worried about AI. I'm not. I'm really not. I mean, it's impressive some of the stuff it can do, but and then finally the philosophical answer, well, what are you going to do? Major in English? I mean, there ain't no jobs for that, period. I will say tailoring it, yes. Accounting, you like all jobs, you're going to want to be self-employed. And if you're really worried about it, which there's not irrational concerns to be worried about accounting, I would just go with the trades then. Just go with the trades. All right, that's it. Questions, answers. AskConsulting.com. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.